Hi guys, OSREVIEWS here, and today I think I've got something pretty big for you today. Basically, we're going to start building our own game PCs, selling them on for a cheap price, for what they're worth, not plus an extra 300 quid, it's going to be a very cheap price. Basically, I'm going to base this on two builds I've done in the past. A lot of the parts I've actually got in my PC or in another person's PC that I've built, so I'm very used to doing these cases, these parts that I've chosen. I know quite a lot about the parts, so I just wanna know basically if you're actually interested. Please watch all the way through this video, because if you're interested and I get this off the ground, I'll actually build some, send them off. It's going to be fantastic once if I just know people are interested. So this isn't the only case. It's a range of cases to choose from. There's actually quite a lot. These are all the cases you can choose from. So all different. They're all the same case, but in different colours. Personally, I've built one in this case here. So they all have the exact same layout. I know what I'm doing with every single one. They just look slightly different. So they're the cases. Now, bear with me on this one because I've got a lot of parts to go through. I've got a lot of windows to sort out. So basically, the next part is the motherboard. This is a Gigabyte 970A. It's that range of the AMD 970 chipset inside. It's a brilliant motherboard. It's AMD 3 Plus. It can support any of them them CPUs rather. It can support them inside. It can support a RAM for a total of 32GB, brilliant for starter PCs, and it's very upgraded. You can upgrade well on it with 32GB. So basically, it's got very good overclocking options, other things like that. It's a brilliant motherboard. I've personally got this in my PC that's actually recording this on right now. So that's the motherboard. That's £60.45 as it stands. But obviously these prices do vary because, we're not getting these, we don't know where we're going to buy these from or anything like that. The next thing is the hard drive. Yeah, it is. So, basically, I've never tried this hard drive before. It's never been in both PCs I've built. But, I know it's very reliable. It's the #1 bestseller, and my friend has this in his PC. It's 1TB, so we're going to offer ranges of like a range of computers going from the starter PCs with the same parts in, just little added extras like a speedy version, other things like that. So this will be in the standard ones and in the speedy ones, but the speedy ones will have extra things inside. So this is 1TB. It's quite a good write speed. It's Western Digital Blue, so everybody really does trust this hard drive, if that makes sense. And let me just check how much that is. That is £39.13, quite a good price for a 1TB hard drive. Next, we have the SSD, which will be in the it'll be in the super speed version or the speedy version or whatever we're going to call it. That's only 240GB, but that'll be plus the terabytes, so that'll come to a total of 1,240GB. The SSDs are basically, if you don't know, they have a lot better write speed, it's just a lot faster than hard drives because they don't have the disk inside. It's much more like circuit boards, other things like that. I personally have never tried this, but I am actually buying it for my PC, so this time in a few months this will be in my PC. If you're getting the speedy version, your operating system will be installed on this, making it fast to boot up and other things like that. So that's a brilliant add-on, but it's not essential, so you can choose between the computer you want. So the next thing, which is essential if you don't have an Ethernet, if you can't plug an Ethernet in from your router, is a wireless card. This is going to come as standard in all builds, just in case you want to move your PC, anything like that. This Forsaw is just a little bit not out of date, obviously, but we are getting a better wireless card with three aerials, 300 megabytes per second instead of 2. that's just about it really for that. All it does is it just lets you have a wireless connection between your computer and your router. So there's not much to talk about on that one. Basically, the next thing is the RAM, Crucial Ballistic Sport. You've probably seen this on many other videos. I have this in my PC and the other PC I've built. If I can just tell you more about it, this is going to come in the 8GB in the non-speedy version, 16GB in the speedy version. This will be two sticks with 8GB each in the 16 and 4GB each in the 8GB kit. That's just to make it faster when it's plugged into your motherboard for dual channel memory mod. Brilliant. It's brilliant RAM, to be honest. I recommend the 16GB kit, but I currently have 8, but I am upgrading that to 16 very shortly. With this RAM, I wouldn't suggest overclocking at all, really. It's not got very good heat sinks on, but it's quite good just as it is, if you know what I mean, when it comes out the box. So I do definitely recommend this RAM. I've got it in both builds, so you know, I've tried this myself. So now the next thing is a very petty thing, but it's a DVD drive. These are going to come as standard on all the builds. Just lets you do whatever you want, obviously, with a DVD, you know, stating the obvious there, but that's how a Windows will be installed onto your PC. I also didn't mention about the motherboard. It is SATA 3. This is a SATA DVD drive, and the hard drives are all SATA, obviously. So you know, it'll all be plugged into a SATA 3 motherboard, so you got nothing to worry about, you know, about that. That's just, you know, there's not much to talk about on that, but that takes one bay, obviously. So the next thing is the PSU. I've tried this PSU before. It's 500 watt. It'll support everything that's in the PC. But if you decide to upgrade your graphics card to something like a GTX 970 or anything like that, I do recommend getting a higher one, a 750 watt power supply. You can just email us, you know, if you want to buy one, contact us, and we can upgrade that. But it will be for an extra price, obviously, because it's obviously a better power supply. This power supply, I have it in both the builds. I also have a spare one in case one breaks. I had a power surge with my whole house once. I had a power cut, and that damaged my power supply, so you know, I had to replace it. Overall, it's a good power supply, very reliable. So I've got this in both my builds. I trust it, so you know, that's why I decided to choose this part. I'm going to leave a link to all the things in the description, just, you know, for just you to work out all the prices. I can tell you the price on this one. It is £33.74. Brilliant price for a 500 watt power supply, personally, I think. The next thing is the CPU. This CPU is an AMD, where is it? Let me just check, I've got it all opened up. It is AMD 4300, as I can guess, just in case I find it. Yeah, it's an AMD FX 4300 Black Edition, 4-core processor, 3.8 to 4.0 gigahertz. AMD 3 Plus, obviously, for the motherboard. I have this in one of my builds. My other build, which is the one that I'm recording on now, has an AMD 6300. It's a 6-core processor, but the speeds aren't as good. But it's quite good for overclocking, as is all the other FX ranges. So, you know, that is at £60.60, 16 pence. Sorry. The next thing I'm going to show you is the GPU. If we can just, so yeah, there we go. This is Sapphire AMD R9270X. I have this in both my builds. I'm actually upgrading mine, but it's a brilliant card, honestly. This is the thing that's going to power all your games. So it has HDMI slot. I don't know the name for that, but I don't know the name, I'm sorry, but it has DVI slot and this other slot which I didn't know the name of. But it does come with all the monitors. Sorry, I'm just having a look now for you. I don't know the name of it. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's got everything you need, really. It comes with an adapter to VGA ports as well, which is brilliant. You've got nothing to worry about with that, because it will fit in more or less every monitor. So the next thing is, I think actually that might be it. I yeah, I think that's it. So basically, guys, I just want to say, if you just, I've not got a script for this or anything, so I've been making this up from the top of my head. So if I've been a bit like looking for things, just like with that graphics card, then you know, ignore that. So basically, this is a brilliant system. All the parts, apart from the hard drive, I've tried in my system and the SSD. All of them have been tried in my system. The hard drive, I know I've got experience on every single part, even if I've not tried it in my system. So if you're interested at all, if you've got the slightest bit of interest, please leave a comment. You don't have to like it, but if you did like it, like it. If you want to, you know, if you want to subscribe, feel free, because this is going to be definitely something I want to go ahead with. So that's just about it, guys. I want to thank you for watching. Honestly, I've put a lot of time into this video and into the parts I've chosen. If you want to build this yourself, feel free. But you know, if you want to get a very, if you want to be definitely get the best it can out of this, then you can contact me to build it, which I will be doing normally, if you get what I mean. That's what you'll be expecting, and that's what I'll do. If you just tell me you're interested, that's what I'll be doing. So I really want to thank you for watching, because I've been wanting to do this for such a long time. If you've got to the end, thank you, because you know I've put a lot of time into this. So instead of me rambling on, comment, rate, subscribe, whatever you want to do with it. If you're interested, definitely comment. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.